So the thing about an MMI is you absolutely can't rehearse for it. You have no idea really what's coming up. I mean, you know the general theme of a station, but you don't know the exact questions that they're going to ask.
Practice is always really good, whether that's with your friends, your teachers at school, maybe your parents.
If you can, within your sixth forms, organise like little groups, and in each group have like a set of interviewers and a set of essentially interviewees, and then just try and rotate it around like an actual MMI would be, so like a mock, and at least that way you get accustomed to the idea that you have to kind of just stop talking when the time finishes, move to the next station, and then just get into the idea of forgetting what you heard before and then focusing on each station, because that's what it will be like in the real one.
Another thing that's important to do is just to keep fairly up to date with what's going on in the medical world at the moment as well.
I think it's actually really important to know a fair amount about the GMC, the BMA, and of course the NHS when coming to your interview. Just having a bit of background knowledge that you can throw in is really impressive.
And also just look at different media articles, because the more you know about the environment you will be working in the future, the easier it will be for you to adapt. And also it just kind of shows passion. You want to know what you will be experiencing in the future, and then that's what helps them distinguish between people who have a passion for it and people who just think they like it. First and foremost, try and relax, because the interviewers are friendly, so they make the whole process a lot more smoother.
But also don't be too overconfident. Show that you're listening to what they have to say as well. So if you're giving your opinion and they give counter argument, make sure that you are listening, you're taking in what they're saying, and you're not just saying, no, I'm right.
It's important on the day of your MMI that you do feel comfortable, and wearing something that you're used to wearing is always good, but it's important that you look smart too. And remember, when you first walk into an interview, those initial impressions can make a difference.
When you come for your interview, I would advise not having your answers too rehearsed. Try to make sure that your answers are fairly spontaneous, and if you hesitate at an interview, don't worry too much about it. Just gather your thoughts and carry on.
You've got to have some time to think about things. Some of the questions are actually quite challenging. They require you, like the ethics station, for example, you have to really think about it and where you stand. And your thoughts are going to be challenged, and you're going to have to argue your opinions.
I actually hesitated quite a lot and had lots of ums and ahs in what I was saying. But it doesn't matter at all, because they want to see how you deal under stress. And because it's an MMI, you're not expected to know all the answers, and you're meant to work it out in the time that you're given.
Just remember as well that with the MMI interviews, the people interviewing aren't expecting you to be absolutely perfect. It's okay to stutter and to not know what the answer is for a certain question, or to hesitate. Just take your time, compose yourself, think of the answer and start again.
So just make your answers memorable, short and easy to understand.
The MMI interviews give you the chance to get chatting, whether it's with the medical student that you're talking to, the clinicians or the professors.
Try and act with integrity. That's kind of what being a doctor's about. So if you come across like you're fabricating anything you're saying, it's not going to give a good first impression.
It's very obvious when you lie. People know straight away, there's no point, and it just looks bad on you at the end of the day.
Do what you can just to stay composed, have a drink of water, something beforehand, just walk in and be yourself. That gives off the best impression to the person interviewing you, and it tells them a lot about you as a person too.
Just be confident, you're here for a reason. They've obviously liked you on paper, and now it's your opportunity to show that you are just as good in person, which I'm sure you all are.
I would suggest you don't talk about your station with other candidates. This is because, although the station may be the same, people may have different answers to the station. And this doesn't mean that one person's answer is right or one person's answer is wrong. They may both be right and they may both score equal points. But by comparing yourself to others, you often make yourself feel worse, and this shouldn't be the case.
The applicants on the day, we all discussed how the interview stations went, and seriously, it didn't help at all. It just made us all worry even more, and extra stress is something that's not needed. So I definitely say don't do that. Just keep it to yourself. You don't know what the interviewer must have thought. So, we will find out soon enough.